is where I feel that I'm like safe and happy and you know like stage ላይ ወጣና ምንም ነገር አይታየኝም like I'm just me.
ሙሉ ስምሽ ማን ነው?
ሙሉ ስሜ ዋው ጠይቆኛ ከ ሚለና አብርሃም።
ስንተኛ ልጅ ነሽ?
መጀመሪያ ልጅ አራት ነን እኔና ወንድም ያለን ከዛ ላይ ከ13 አመት በኋላ እናቴ ውዷ እናቴ ሁለት ልጆች ጨመረች ሳትነግረን ሳታስፈቅደን።
ልጅ እያለሽ አስቸጋሪ ነበርሽ?
My god, my mom's going to be like አይደለሽም no I ብዙ አስቸጋሪ አልነበርኩም to be honest የመጀመሪያ ልጅ ነኝ በወላጆቼም እናቴም like ብዙ ሰርክል ነበራት ጓደኞቿ የመጀመሪያ ልጅ ነበርኩኝ so ትላልቅ ሰው አካባቢ ብዙ ስለነበርኩኝ ነው መሰለኝ ብዙ አስቸጋሪ አልነበርኩም በጣም perceptive ነበርኩኝ ምንም አያመልጠኝም በጣም ሰማ ሰው ግን የሆነ ማስቸገር ምናምን wasn't my thing if anything አጠገቤ ብቻ ይወራ ነገር cuz ሰማለሁ ምንም አላወራም ሰማለሁ ይዤ እሄዳለሁ so that was my thing yeah
የትምህርት ቤት ነው የተማርሽው?
School of Tomorrow all my life all my high school years all my elementary years ነበረ so mold ያረገኝ shape ያረገኝ ትምህርት ቤት School of Tomorrow gang shout out to y'all
በትምህርት ቤት ውስጥ ታዋቂ ነበርሽ?
class clown አልነበርኩም ግን I was a dancer I was always a dancer you know every Christmas and every carnival every ምናምን አያመልጠኝም so people knew who I was like popular is a big word ግን you know like የሆነ quiet ልጅም አልነበርኩም
ለመጀመሪያ ጊዜ ዳንስ ፐርፎርም ያደረግሽው መቼ ነበረ?
ፐርፎርም ያደረኩት ሁለተኛ ክፍል maybe I don't remember ግን ማለት ሁሌም እናደርግ ነበረ መደነስ ትዝ አይለኝም ግን ከአንደኛ ክፍል ከሁለተኛ ክፍል ጀምሮ ፐርፎርም አደረግ ነበረ ሁሌም ፐርፎርም አደረግ ነበረ I was always on stage yeah I mean I don't know if I ezane register እንዳደረኩት አላውቅም interest ነው ብዬ it's just something I was good at so like I would feel comfortable stage like I want to perform and then I started dancing I knew that was my thing. This is where I feel that I'm like safe and happy and myself and like you know like stage ላይ ወጣና ምንም ነገር አይታየኝም like I'm just me in that space so yeah then I knew I was like okay
ኮሌጅ ምን ተማርሽ?
social work የሆነ ነገር ሰማና ሄጄ ቤት አንድ ሳምንት ነው ማለቅሰው I don't know how to separate and compartmentalize like okay ምናልባት ያባጣኝ ሌላ ፊልድ ምንምራጥ ያ ግን social work ነው የተማርኩት
በልጅነትሽ ምን መሆን ትፈልጊ ነበር?
A dancer honestly I wanted to be a dancer that's what I wanted to be
ወደ ሚዲያ መች ተቀላቀልሽ?
so media የገባሁት per se when I was 16 I did a movie Afro Dreams የሚባል and took us 2 years ለመስራት ነበር የሚያስቀው it was just an interesting experience በጣም ጻኖች ነበርን and then edna ሞላ 5 ቀን ታየ በተርታ and I was like oh my god so ከሱ ጀመረ and then I started doing interviews for that and then college ልገባ ስል or college ልክ ከመግባቴ በፊት የሚጠርታን ስለሱ ኢንተርቪው አደረገችን and then a friend of mine heard the interview ዳዊት የሚባል ልጅ and then he was like show Misra you seem comfortable radio like na so pitch ላደርግ ነው ለአፍሮ FM show Misra and then college city የሚባል radio show ጀመረ college ያለው ግቢ መጀመሪያ አመት and then started with that every Saturday 5 ሰዓት ነው 6 ሰዓት ላይ ቀን ላይ ነበር እዛ ሰራው ኢቢሲ አመት ከምናምን ሰራው ከኢቢሲ ወደ አርትስ ገባው Afro FM like college city ነበረ EBC ያለው I had EBC was a lot of things I had a economic show for 3 hours every morning from Monday to Friday ከኤርሚያስ ጋር I'm not gonna lie I don't remember what it's called I'm not gonna lie and then ከሜሮን ጋር ሜሮን ትባል ጓደኛዬ ጋር we had a show bonds የሚባል so that highlighted on like sex and relationships and intimacy እና ምናምን yeah ለትንሽ ጊዜ youth show ሰርቻለሁ ዜና ነበር ኢቢሲ ላይ ያለው as a journalist so ሰርቻለሁ like ሄደን አንድ ሁለት ቦታ እንትን ብለናል በደም ዘግበናል ምናምን RTV a year and something I ሰራሁት I had a TV show called Yalamad I don't know if you guys watched it you guys should so we explored food foreign nationaloች ኢትዮጵያ ውስጥ ሬስቶራንት ስፔሻሊ ከፈቱ ምናምን so yeah, that was my takeaway
ምን ነገሮች ላይ ተጽዕኖ ማሳደር ትፈልጊያለሽ?
Work-wise, I think that I want to create a space for conversation for people because I think that ትንሽ as a people ትንሽ trauma ብዙ ተሸክመን የምንዞር ሰዎች ነን as Ethiopians, and we don't know how to talk about it. There's not a lot of safe spaces to talk about it, where it doesn't feel like a dump, right? Just trauma dumping ያልሆነ space. So constructive በሆነ መንገድ conversationዎችን facilitate የሚያደርጉ ቦታዎችና ስፔሶች መክፈት ፈልጋለሁ. Musically more because I think music is such a powerful tool in that. The way that people bond when there's music and like that energy is so magical, Lenny. And it's nothing but love. It's love and community, and it's sharing of space, and you know, everybody's so nice, and you're hugging people that you've never met. You're in a bathroom talking to this girl about life and then everything, and it's like, you know, there's not a lot of spaces in life where we have those moments. So I think it's very important to create community around that. So I want to build on those things. I want to dabble a little bit into kids as well. I'm a mom. My daughter is about to be 7. አሁን ያልጆቻችን እንደምናጫውትበት ቦታ አለ ምናምን ግን as a unit አብረን እየሰራን ያን ቦንድ like በደንብ እንትን ማድረግ የምንችልበት ብዙ ቦታ የለም. So those are things that I've been looking into, kind of.
ምን አይነት ሆቢዎች አሉሽ?
Oh, I've been painting lately, which is crazy because ድሮ በፍጹም ስዕል ውስጥ መግባት አልፈልግ ነበር። በጣም ፈራ ነበር አልችልም ብዬ and then one day I was bored YouTube ላይ ያደረኩኝ sketch ማድረግ ጀመርኩኝ, and now I have a whole like painting set at home and I have paint and I have colors and I don't know, I paint when I'm bored, so that's been nice. That's been really really nice.
ስንት ታቱ አለሽ?
I have 9. So I want to explain. So right here, you guys can see it here. It says Ade. Obviously, it means mom in Tigrinya. It's also my great-grandmother's name. I have another one that says Adile, because I am blessed and highly favored, and I want that good energy to come to me. I got Tweety because sometimes I think I use her as a reminder that life is not that serious, and I think we take life a little too seriously, and sometimes it's okay to just live, to have fun, to just laugh, ምናምን ሁሉም ነገር የሆነ end goal ሊኖር አይገባም. You know, and then it's just life. Like laughter is the end goal, joy is the end goal. Then yeah, I have a couple እዚህ ጋር ምናምን, but it's all like related to either things I love or a memory. And then ቆም ብለሽ when you look back, you're like, oh, I've made it this far. Wow.
በጣም የምትወጂው ቦታ አለሽ?
It's so hard to pick my favorite place. Zanzibar is definitely top of the list. I love Zanzibar. ሄጄ በሶስት ወር የተመለስኩት. I was like, nah. My heart is meant to be here. I think I had a very interesting experience when I was in India. I think I was young, and it's this specific place called Orville. And it was an experimental community. Religion practice አይደረግም, politics practice አይደረግም. Everything was like about recycling, and it was just, it didn't seem real. So I definitely will put that at the top of my list as well. And where do I want to go is the other one. Where do I want to go? Right now, I really want to go to Vietnam. Vietnam and me have been eyeing each other. So soon.
ራስሽን በአንድ ቃል አብራሪልን።
Okay, so I would say in seasons, Narco. In the season I am right now, adventurous. That would be the word right now.
በትርፍ ጊዜሽ ምን ታደርጊያለሽ?
Yeah, or resting. I sleep, okay? I'm old. I want to sleep. I'm in bed watching a movie.
እድሜሽ ስንት ነው?
I am 32. Yay.
ሆድ ሲብስሽ ምን ታደርጊያለሽ?
I don't know. I guess it depends on what kind of upset, but I cry. I think crying is healthy. Let that emotion out. I cry. There are a few friends that I have that I go to, especially when I feel like my like emotions are overwhelming me, and I play music. Like it could be either to cry more or to get me out of that emotion. Again, I play music because then I'm able to like tap into my emotion more. Like abaza ya journey ostinga. So that's what I do.
ምን አይነት ሙዚቃ ይመችሻል?
Neo soul. I love me some Joska, some Erykah Badu, you know what I'm saying? Like Bilal, like that's the kind of music. Neo soul is my favorite genre of music.
ሲንግል ነሽ?
I'm single and I am not looking. Thank you guys. I'm not looking.
ለግማሽ ቀን ሊፍት ውስጥ ተቀርቅረሽ ብትቀሪ በኪስሽ ውስጥ ቢኖሩ የምትመኛቸው 3 ነገሮች ምንድን ናቸው?
Snacks, a charged phone, and water. What else do we need? I need to be distracted and fed. So I would assume those things. Yeah.
መድረክ ላይ ካጋጠመሽ የማትረሹ ገጠመኝ አለሽ?
Oh, okay. Okay, great. ከማረሳው እንጀምር. Marasa, I remember when I did Jostone when she came to Addis እና ከዛሬቱ ጋር perform ሲያደርጉ unplugged it. I remember there was a moment that just made me realize like, oh, you're living your dream. Like you're really doing what you love. Like it was so unreal to me. Jostone በጣም ነው የምሰማት የምወዳት. And then I stood there and like she had just said like like because people came and said like one last song. And then I was there and I was like, can you do Right to Be Wrong? And she was like, yeah. Right to Be Wrong is one of my favorite songs. I was like, wait, what? Did I just ask you to play a song and are you about to go play on stage? Like, is this my actual life? Like, whatever I dreamed of was never that, you know? Like, that's so much bigger. And I just remember standing there just like super grateful and like, not I made it, not phenomenal, but just like, what an amazing life. And like, how grateful I was to just be there. So that I will never forget.
ከ92 ብር ብቻ የሚጀምሩ ጉዞዎችን በማቅረብ በመናስፈልገው ጊዜ ከጎን ሆነን ወደ መዳረሻው ሁሌም በሰዓቱ በመድረስና ገንዘቦን በመቆጠብ ይደሰቱ። ያንጎ መተግበሪያውን አሁን ይወርዱ። ያንጎ
መድረክ ላይ ያጋጠመሽ በጣም አሳፋሪ ነገር ምንድነው?
Embarrassing. One thing, not embarrassing, but like ያስደነገጠኝ was I think taste of Addis ነበረና already like መብራት ምናምን አስቸግሮናል. And then drummer መጣችና የሆነ ነገር አሳካረገ። እሱ 15 ደቂቃ 20 ደቂቃ ሙዚቃ የለንም። ሰው በደንብ ገብቶለታል። ስድብ አንቺ የሆነ ሳለ ቢራ ሞሮን I'm like yeah. At this point, I'm just going to start reading a story because there's nothing I can say for 15 minutes where I'm talking and I'm keeping you guys engaged. And I was just like, oh my God, you guys hate me. You actually hate me. So I remember just being so scared and then annoyed and then angry, like, who are you? I know I'm on stage, but like, you know. So that was an interesting moment. Because stage perspective especially, like, ብዙ ነገር ታያለሽ።
መድረክ ላይ ከሰራሹ ስራ በጣም የተደሰትሽበት ጊዜ መቼ ነበር?
Yes, the Jostone moment to me is one of my favorite because it was just a reminder. Like sometimes you just need to stop and pause. Like, it was really a time that I was like, I paused and I was like, wow, like, wow, I'm blessed. So yeah.
ህይወትሽ ፊልም ቢሆን ርዕሱ ምን ትዩ ነበረ?
A series of unfortunate events. No, like, That's so funny. I feel like I should have a call because a friend of mine always says like በህይወትሽ ፊልም መሰራት አለበት ይለኛል። ሁሌ ስቶሪ በነገርኩት ቁጥር it's like ሁሌ ሳስበው እንደዚህ ኤክሲድ አታደርጊውም ስልሽ ኤክሲድ ታደርጊዋለሽ ስለዚህ ይለኛል። I don't know. What was the title of a movie? Okay, maybe I don't know. Wild Child? Maybe I would say that, Wild Child. I think my parents always, I was never someone normal መቀማጥ የምችል like, you know, ሁሌ እንደዚህ ከነበር እንደዚህ ነው የምኖረው. So yeah, Wild Child.
የምትወጁ ምግብ ምን አይነት ነው?
My favorite food ባበሻ like ኢትዮጵያዊ ምግብ ከሆነ definitely ሽሮ and ዶሮ ወጥ. በፈረንጅ ከሆነ ደግሞ ravioli. I love me. And like it's so annoying because people are like አሁን ሁሉም ሰው ravioli. No, okay? We were ravioli lovers before. Let me just tell you guys. I'm just saying. But yes, ravioli with some ricotta cheese and like spinach. Mwah. Mwah. Chef's kiss.
የማትወጁ ምግብስ?
We እንዳትጠይቅ ሰው ጋር አይ ቦጥ ምናምን የሚባሉ ነገሮች አይገቡኝም። ሽምብራሳ ምናምን አይገባኝም። ግን ፐርሰናሊ እኔ ምንም ልወደው ያልቻልኩትና በጣም is so weird because በጣም እኔ like healthy ነገሮች ወዳለው is avocado. I don't like avocado. I don't get avocado. I don't understand ሰላጣ ውስጥ ሁሉም ነገር ውስጥ መግባት አለበት። በሁሉም ነገር avocado ብለህ አለብን really? Like, make it make sense, but I guess that's what done. So we'll leave you guys to it.
የምትወጁ ሙዚቀኛ ማን ነው?
ፀሐይቱ በራክቱ. I guess she's Eritrean. I don't know if that counts. Babasha ካላችሁት ነው. Aster. I grew up with Aster. Like ሁሌ ማማ ምናምን ሰማን ያደግነው. So Aster, Mohammed. And of course ከዛhala like, you know, all the stuff that I was listening to, any of the like 90s R&B, like I said, even the Tadesan, I don't know, R&B, whatever the genre is, good. There's like Zainab, of course, artists which that but I'm not more that, or I'm mad and especially when she just came out and did something different. Yeah, I don't know, it's hard list. For sure, Aster and Mahmoud is definitely top of my list.
እናትነት እንዴት ነው?
Motherhood is amazing. I always say I'm very blessed to be her mother. I think that I always say she chose me. I don't know if that makes sense, or that sounds very hippie of me. Again, I genuinely feel like she chose me. Like, I feel like we are the perfect match. I think motherhood is a mirror to who you are, so it has a way of like reflect us so I feel like I've just become better and better and better of like a person, just being me after motherhood. I have a great support system, so it's not to say that motherhood is not hard. Again, I really genuinely have a great support system. Her father, his family, my sisters, his brother, like it's just such a great support system. And she's like, you know how they say it takes a village? And now one thing that I learned from motherhood is to take like, I'm someone that like, you know, micromanage me. And then it gave me time to just be like, okay, like everyone's influence is important. She needs to learn so many things. I don't know, it's changed me, but like, like she is literally like such light and happiness, and like I get to live life again, you know, like I get to explore things. I took her horse riding, which is why I went horse riding. You know, like simple things like this, and I just feels like a renewal of life. So yeah, yay motherhood.
ጓደኞችሽ ስላንቺ በብዛት የሚሉት ነገር ምንድነው?
I don't know, but something that they always say, you have a lot of energy. Everyone's question is like, you have so much energy. Like that's the standard question.
መድረክ ላይ ስትሰሪ ኃይልን ከየት ታገኛለሽ?
In terms of stage or whatever, I just really love what I do. Like I'm really blessed to do what I love. Not music like that's how I told you I get energy. Like if I'm having a bad day, okay, we're gonna put up a playlist and we're dancing. That's how I was. Like I remember high school like እንደዚህ ታመሚው ምናምን ደስ ላይ ከተኛው ደብሮኝ ደክሞኝ ከሰዓት ምናምን ከኋላ ጋር የምትቀመጥ ጓደኛ ነበረችኝ ዮርዳኖስ የምትባልና አውቃ ደስኩ ላይ እንትን ማለት ጀመረች እንደ ከበሮ ወጣት እንደዚህ ተኝቼ like I just that's how my body responds to music. And yeah, so it's for me work-wise that's become a blessing. Like I love that I do that because that naturally is just like an endorphin, you know, like it's just like let's go, let's dance, let's party. I get to do what I love, but I get paid for it. So yeah.
ስለራስሽ የምትወጂው ነገርና ብትቀይሪው ደስ የሚልሽ ነገር ምንድነው?
One thing I like about myself and መቀየር ፈልገው that's a good question. I think one thing I like about myself is I try and move in love, and but the challenge of course I'm human and like there's no such thing as perfection. Again, I try to move in love and I try to be grateful as much as I can, and I've learned how to like, despite sometimes just being engulfed in just like stress or whatever and darkness, I have a way to just be like, you know, thank God, it's a blessing. Like, you know, I'm happy with where I am, or just be able to see the light. So I'm very proud of that. Something I'd like to change about myself is so many things off the top of my head. What do I want to change about myself? I definitely would like to be a little more disciplined. I'm a little more, let's go with the wind. She's a fairy, but on TikTok, like, I'm a fairy. So it's kind of my vibe. But I would really like to be a little more disciplined, and something I'm working on. A little more structure is something I'm working on. So yeah.
ሰዎች ስላንቺ የማያውቁት አንድ ነገር ምንድነው?
I think maybe የሆነ like አውርቼው ማላውቀውም or personally ማያውቀኝ ሰው ከሆነ I used to be a church girl at a certain phase of my life. Like I used to be በጣም a church girl. I used to be in a choir ለትንሽ ጊዜ like her መድኃኔዓለም Catholic church, my dad's Catholic, and yeah, there was a phase where I really tapped into that. It was an interesting phase of my life. Like I don't think a lot of people know that about me.
በመጨረሻ ማስተላለፍ የምትፈልጊው ነገር አለ?
Last words, be kind, man. This world is hard. Be kind to each other. I don't know. Already በጣም ብዙ ችግርና ምናምን በቃ አለ. Like every day in your life, take a second to be nice to one person. You know, like it doesn't take much. It can be ትንሽ ነገር like, oh, you look pretty, or ምናምን, or like I hope you have a good day. ስታልፉ or ታክሲ ውስጥ ምናምን ድሮ እንደዚህ አልነበርም። አሁን አንዳንዴ ታክሲ ውስጥ ገብተህ ሰላም ምናምን ሸምስተህ ደነግጣለህ። ሰው ሰላም እንደማይባባል like we'll just take some time out to be nice. That's really all I want to say. Can you መጠበቅ ትችላላችሁ? I don't know, man. Come to all the concerts. Come, let's have fun. I love being on stage with you guys. I love when you guys show up and give me energy. So I always appreciate the love you guys give me, and thank you for the love that you guys consistently give me. I really, really am grateful for it. So, you guys, as you can see, how bedam Fendisha TV la anazoingal. It's been so much fun. Make sure to like, subscribe, and follow the page, and also follow me at Milu Presents on Instagram. And stay tuned for more greatness.